Hello, Scorpio. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Star Tarot by Kathy McLeland. Website at the top here is kathymcleland.com. Feel free to check that out if you want to. Supportive Oracle cards, Magical Spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. Illustrated by Jesse Reish. There's a website, hayhouse.com, at the bottom if you want to check that out. It's an older deck. I'm pretty sure Hay House, well, I know Hay House is still in existence. I'm wondering if they've updated the website. But if you use a search engine to look for Hay House, you'll find something. Okay. Scorpio. Ooh. You're good. I always think it's funny when like other people are going through all this pain and trauma, and you're like, I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm fine. Which isn't bad. Something's not right here. Maybe I'm wrong to say this, but I don't think Scorpio fears the devil. I just don't see you fearing that. I see you more realistic. Like, yep, that person shows up every now and then. That happens. That happens every now and then. And I handle it, and I deal with it, and I move on. I don't feel like you let it rule your life. When this type of stuff happens, you're like, all right, well, yeah, it happens every now and then. I handle it, and I move on. You just don't let it ruin your life. I understand that like your thoughts can get the better of you sometimes when things are not right. But when it's actually happening, like something goes literally wrong right in front of you, you just handle it, move on, and you, all right, I fixed it. That's what you got to do with it. That's what I need to do with it. Do you like what's going on here? I don't think you like it, but you seem to be fine. I'm also seeing you kind of like watching somebody else create their own mess. They created something all themselves. What is this? Like, what did they create here? They created some type of mess. Can we get a little bit more detail on what they created? 8 of Pentacles and the High Priestess. They wanted to keep something in their control, or they wanted to keep it where it was. And they're putting a lot of work to keep it where it is. They don't want something to change. By doing that, they've caused some problems. You realize that they're causing problems for themselves. You don't really care for it, but I'm also getting like, I feel your energy kind of pulling back a little bit. Kind of like, that's not going to work. It's only going to work for so long, and then it's going to fall apart. I'm just going to step back. I'm going to let them do what they need to do. We all got to do what we got to do. I feel like I'm just stepping back, because the energy here is a bit bristly. I would say bristly. Bristly. You know, how else do I explain? Like, it's not that bad, but it's kind of like it doesn't want to be bothered. Then it doesn't want to be bothered. Fine. You also get along with whoever this is. I get the 3 of Cups, which I think is kind of funny in a sense. In the sense of like, they get like this sometimes, and they're going to do that sometimes, and it doesn't... If I want to try to get in their way, they're going to fight with me. And I feel like when I'm looking at this, like, there's no point to it. There's no point to this big. They're going to make me the enemy. They're going to get angry with me, and they're going to kind of scapegoat it on me, or they're going to try to scapegoat it on others as it is. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stay in the good lane. I'm going to stay, getting along with them, because I'm not going to stop them from doing what they want to do, and it's just going to make discord between me and them, so I'm just going to let it be. It feels like you're doing that quite successfully. You're watching, you're paying attention, but you're not getting involved. You're like, nope, they don't want me involved. Well, it's not that they don't want you involved. If you help them do what they want and that you reinforce what they're already doing, but you're not going to do that. You're like, that's not the right way to do it. Swords. Ace of Swords and the Death card. You're waiting for the moment that it falls apart so that you can fix it the right way. Whatever that right way means to you. Because whatever they're doing, at some point, they're going to fail. It seems like it comes in really fast. I feel like I'm just stepping back and I'm not complaining. And maybe I gave my 2 cents in the beginning. When I realized they're not here to hear it, they don't want to know. They're like, nope, 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 nope. All right, then I'm just going to leave it where it is. Things change very, very fast here when I'm getting with these, the 8 of Wands. Boom, comes in really quick. It's not going to be fun, but there's not going to be any point to it. I feel like it's going to fail. It's going to fail painfully, and they have to come to peace with the fact that they're not going to win. That's the peace card right here in this hand. They have to come to peace with that moment that they're not going to win this one. The question is, how long are they going to do that? I feel like you're holding back until they let go. Because whoever this is, you seem to understand, like, if you try to move them out of their space before they want to, it just makes it worse. They don't want to change. They're not. If you try to force them to change before they're ready to, it just makes things worse. And it's kind of like, until they're ready, you can't get things to go a different way. You seem to understand that. It'll make it just that much worse. It'll just make it that much worse if I try to get them to change before they're ready. So even when it falls apart, I feel like I'm watching to like see if they're like, as it's falling apart, are they ready to do it differently, or do I have to let it go a little farther because they have to be ready? It's hard. I feel like that's the hard part, when it's falling apart and you're like, we really should fix this. We really should do something about this right now. You have the way to fix it, but it's a change that needs to happen. It's a change, and you're going to be the one in control of that change, it seems like. Facilitating it at the very least. But it can't change until this other person is ready. You got success waiting for you, but it's like, the strength is to know you got to wait for the right moment. It gets heavy there. How long are they going to hold on? Like, how are you going to know when they start letting go of that? Like, what's going to show up in your way? Two of Pentacles and the Seven. They're going to start talking about possibly making changes. I feel like they're just starting. You're going to tell when they're just starting to look in another direction. You're going to be able to tell because they'll start talking about it. 17. They want things to go better, and they're like, well, maybe I should do this differently. The Two of Pentacles is like considering, maybe more planning. It's not a quick change. It's kind of like, yeah, I think I should. I think that's the part they're saying. When they stop going in the wrong direction, but they're kind of at a standstill, like at a standstill. They're not pushing it in a way that's not working anymore. They're just kind of like staying still. Then you can start moving things in the better direction. We'll even use better direction. And they'll catch up in their own time. But until they've at least come to a standstill, make sure you don't go forward. And they'll start talking about, I feel like they'll even say, well, maybe this could have gone better. Something like that will come out of their mouth. Maybe this could go better. Or maybe this could have gone better. Maybe I should have. Maybe I should have this. Maybe I should have that. That's kind of the moment when they're at a standstill. You can start moving forward at that point. You've got a lot of energy moving you forward. You got the creativity, imagination, magician. It all seems like it almost seems like it's the same card. The Nine of Pentacles. You're going to start off kind of on your own. Like this, it really just seemed like it's reiterating the same stuff. Imagination, creativity, the magician. It all seems like it's just like reinforcing the same stuff. They seem to be detached. Whoever this person is feels very detached to me. That you're working with, that you had to like wait for them to come to a standstill. You start moving forward, they feel detached. They feel very detached to me. I don't think that's a bad thing. I don't really know how much you can do with it though. Are they going to support you? Like, are they going to go the right direction? Or are they just like, are they going to go the right direction with this? A better direction, I should say. Yeah, they'll put the effort in. I feel like they'll just quietly add in at some point. I feel like they're just going to quietly add in. So just let them quietly add in. Don't make a big deal of it. When they just do what they're going to do, just let them do. If you let them quietly add in, I don't think this has to be an issue. In fact, I think you get 3 times as much out of them if you let them quietly add in. I feel like they want to quietly come into it. They don't want it highlighted that what they were doing was not going to work. At this point, they're not ready for that. If you want to get this going more your way and you want it to be stronger in your direction, just quietly let them add in. They'll stabilize it, they'll back it up, they will be there for you on that. Especially if you're quiet about it and you don't really bring it up to them, they know, and they will support you when you least expect it. If you're able to do that to where you just don't bring it up, you just quietly let them add in and just leave it where it is. Again, this is somebody I feel like you get along with. They've learned a lot from you during this situation, but they're going to like you a lot better if you let them add in quietly afterwards. Just that quiet thing, because they feel the Lovers coming in with the knowledge. They know how this turned out. They know you know how this turned out. I feel like they're just going to kind of like support you. Like that's how they show their gratitude. They just support you that much stronger in the future if you just quietly let them in. I just keep getting like this quietly, like maybe we're not addressing where things went wrong. They know where things went wrong. They understand after the fact. They can see it. But if you kind of make a point to point it out, it's not as good as it could be. Let's put it that way. A more diplomatic way, and it may not be your way to do it that way, but I'm getting if you just let it just stay quiet, you let them add in. I feel like they're following your lead more anyway. And later on down the road, if appropriate, we can bring this back when appropriate, but way down the road where the energy's gone it's been so grounded down that I feel like they're more in a place where they can handle having an honest conversation about how far they took something and how it went too far, if you follow me. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem like this is bad. I don't see your energy really getting upset, really. I just see you kind of like waiting for your moment, making the best of it, and then afterwards just being quiet about it as best you can serves you the best. I feel like that's what this reading is about. Just like saying if you can be quiet about it afterwards and just keep it like let them quietly add in, serves you the best. There may be a conversation like months down the road, who knows, maybe even years. But by the time it comes around, it's because it has to, and this person is more in a power position to like really address like, yeah, that wasn't my best moment. You know what I mean? It's too raw at this point to really get the most benefit out of it, if you follow me. All right. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.